where I thought I was Jesus. I thought I was crazy, stabbed a nail in my hand. There's whole different videos I have on the drug-induced psychosis. What's going on? How's it going? Scufflad here. This video, I want to talk about if you are addicted to weed, if you are addicted to alcohol, how you cannot be addicted to those things from my experience. So, when I was 18, I started drinking, started smoking weed once in a while, and then it eventually escalated to every day smoking weed nonstop. I embodied the identity of a stoner and drinking probably 3-4 times a week. Okay? So first off, I had to realize why I was doing these things. Well, I was escaping something. At first, it was pleasure, it was partying, I was young. That's what everybody does when they're young. They drink and they smoke. And it eventually led to being addicted to it. I could not go to social events without smoking or without drinking. I could not feel like I was living my life without those things. And I loved those things, even though they made me feel like shit most of the time. And I ended up going broke because of those things, gaining weight because of all the weed I was smoking and the munchies, and eventually leading me into a drug-induced psychosis where I thought I was Jesus. I thought I was crazy, stabbed a nail in my hand. There's whole different videos I have on the drug-induced psychosis. But weed and alcohol, I was addicted to. So after the psychosis, I had to quit. But it's hard to quit, especially if you go a few days without it. You miss it. If you go months without it, you miss it because you don't do the same things you're going to do when you're on those. When you smoke and you drink, you're going to be in the club environment, in the bars, alone a lot. You're going to be like trying to always hang out with people and trying to always do something because you are drinking and you're smoking. Or you're going to be by yourself in your room, 4 a.m, crying, listening to negative, depressing music, smoking, drinking, because you're trying to escape something. Once in a while is cool. You can utilize it to be social, like in those environments. I'm social without it, but I can also do it and be social. I couldn't do that before. I had to be drunk, had to be high. And if you want to quit, you have to realize, first of all, why you're doing these things. Write it down. Write in your phone on notes. Write that shit down. Figure out why. Figure out what traumas you need to heal in order to not need these substances anymore. And then second thing is take action on it. Don't go to the bar and drink. Don't go to the liquor store and buy alcohol. Don't go to the dispensary or your drug dealer and buy weed. Go do something different. Go for a walk when you feel the need to do these things. Better your life instead of worsen your life. Start working out. I work out now. Did I work out when I was smoking and drinking? Not really. I had a little bit of inspiration and then I quit. And then I quit and I quit because I wasn't disciplined, because I'd rather go drink and smoke than work out. Go to bed at a good time. Read. Got books here. Whatever you like doing as a kid before you got into these drugs, do that. If it's play basketball, if it's go for a run, if it's even watch like a movie, do these things that are actually more soul-filling than soul-draining and soul-selling. And when you're addicted, it's hard to quit, obviously, because you're so used to it. They're the patterns and the habits that you do and the people that you drink with. I hang with people that drink. I don't drink. I say no. And the more you say no, the easier it's going to become to say, no, I don't want to drink. No, I don't want to smoke. No, I don't want to do these certain things that I was addicted to. And you got to talk about it. You got to tell people, I was addicted to these. I don't want to do that anymore. If you want to quit, you ultimately will, though. Personally, I don't give a fuck if you quit because I've already quit for the majority. Like I'm on a 3-month sober from alcohol, weed, everything now. Then when I come back, I'll have maybe a few drinks once a month. And I don't need it. I don't have to drink. I could go the rest of my life without drinking, but sometimes I do because it's fun. I'm not addicted to it anymore like I was. But if you are addicted, I hope you don't become you're not addicted anymore. I hope you become sober for a bit or forever, or don't need to rely on these substances. Like where I am now, I don't need to rely on these things. And it's hard. It's easier to be like, yeah, I want to quit, but I'm just going to keep drinking, than quitting, suffering a bit after that, because it's hard, because you are going through withdrawals, you need it, you don't know what to do with your life, like, fuck, where do I go now? I'm not drinking, can't go to the bars, can't go to... You still can't go to the bars, maybe not at first, but you can go to the bars. I go to the bars and don't drink. I go to sing karaoke. I host karaoke. I work at bars. I DJ. I don't drink. I don't feel the need to drink. I look at people and I'm like, I don't need to get like that right now. I don't need that. I don't miss it. And you can get there too. It's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. You just got to do it. So I hope you do it. And I believe in you. But at the same time, I don't really care if you're not going to put in the work, if you're not willing to do things to get sober. That's it. I'm Scott Vlad. If this helped you, give it a thumbs up. If you want to ask me about my journey of sobriety and my journey of how I became non-reliant on weed and alcohol, hit me up, comment, DM me. And I love you. Peace. You got this.